Breaking news. New insurance rule makes Canada's super visa affordable for more families. Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. Today, we're sharing an update that could transform family reunification in Canada. For years, the super visa program has helped parents and grandparents join their loved ones in Canada, but health insurance requirements have been a significant barrier. That's changing, and it's big news for families everywhere. In this video, we'll dive deep into the recent updates to the super visa health insurance rules. These changes could save families thousands of dollars and simplify the process of bringing loved ones to Canada. Stay with us because later, we'll show you how families can fully benefit from these new rules and make the most of this opportunity. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about Canada's immigration system. Let's get started. A growing challenge for families reuniting in Canada. For many families, the super visa program has been a lifeline, allowing parents and grandparents to visit for extended periods. However, the program hasn't been without its flaws. One major challenge has been the cost of private health insurance, which was previously required to be purchased exclusively from Canadian providers. This posed a significant financial burden, especially for families already navigating high living costs. Many were disqualified or deterred because the insurance costs, often exceeding thousands of dollars per year, were simply out of reach. Additionally, families from countries with weaker currencies faced an even greater disadvantage, as insurance priced in Canadian dollars was prohibitively expensive. These barriers left many eligible families unable to bring their loved ones to Canada, straining relationships across borders. The super visa. A quick overview. For those new to the concept, the super visa is a multiple-entry visa that allows parents and grandparents of Canadian citizens and permanent residents to stay in Canada for up to 5 years per visit. Introduced in 2011, it offers more flexibility than the standard visitor visa. To qualify, applicants must provide proof of financial support from their Canadian sponsor, meet income thresholds, undergo medical exams, and, until recently, purchase private health insurance from Canadian providers. This last requirement has now undergone a major shift, bringing welcome relief to families. What's new in the super visa health insurance rules? Thanks for staying with us this far. We appreciate your time and hope you're finding this information valuable. Now, let's explore the exciting updates to the super visa health insurance rules. As of January 28, 2025, applicants can now purchase health insurance from international providers, provided these companies meet specific regulatory standards. Here's how the changes work. 1. Eligibility of international providers. Insurance companies must be authorized by the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions to offer accident and sickness coverage. These companies must be listed as federally regulated financial institutions and issue policies compliant with Canadian standards. 2. Verification process. Families can verify eligible providers through the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions website, ensuring their chosen insurer meets the criteria. 3. Coverage requirements. Super visa holders must maintain valid insurance for their entire stay in Canada. Policies must be renewed if they expire mid-visit to ensure compliance. 4. Simplified options. The inclusion of international providers broadens choices and introduces more competitive pricing for families. Why this change matters? This policy addresses two key challenges: cost and accessibility. By allowing families to purchase health insurance from international providers, the financial barrier has been significantly reduced. For example, Canadian health insurance policies for super visa applicants can cost upwards of $4,000 per year. In contrast, similar policies from international insurers may cost between $1,500 and $2,000 per year, depending on the provider and applicant's circumstances. This update not only makes the super visa more affordable but also opens doors for families from middle and lower income countries. More families can now reunite without the heavy financial strain that once accompanied the process. Wider economic impacts. 1. Boosting the insurance market. With international providers now entering the fray, the market for super visa health insurance is expected to grow significantly. This increased competition will likely lead to better pricing and more tailored coverage options for applicants. Additionally, this broader insurance market will encourage innovation in coverage options, catering specifically to the diverse needs of super visa holders. Insurers may introduce flexible plans that accommodate extended stays, varying health conditions, and additional support services, making the program even more attractive to applicants and their families. 2. Encouraging immigration. Canada's aging population and declining birth rates make immigration a crucial component of its long-term economic strategy. By making the super visa more affordable, Canada is taking a step toward fostering stronger ties with immigrant communities and encouraging more families to settle and contribute to the economy. 3. Strengthening international relationships. Allowing international insurance providers to participate in the super visa program sends a message of inclusivity and global partnership. This move aligns with Canada's broader immigration strategy of attracting and retaining talent and strengthening ties with foreign nations. Potential concerns and risks. While this policy change is overwhelmingly positive, it's not without its challenges. One key concern is the potential for unequal awareness about the updated rules across immigrant communities. Families in rural or underserved areas, or those with limited access to technology, may find it harder to stay informed about the new options for international insurance. Ensuring equitable access to this information will require targeted outreach efforts and multilingual resources from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada to make sure no family is left behind. Quality of coverage. Families must carefully evaluate the terms and conditions of international insurance policies to ensure they provide adequate coverage. Lower-cost policies might have exclusions or limitations that could result in unexpected out-of-pocket expenses. Fraud prevention. With more international players in the market, the IRCC will need to implement robust measures to ensure only legitimate and compliant policies are accepted. Awareness and accessibility. Many families may not be aware of how to navigate the new rules or identify eligible insurance providers. This underscores the importance of clear communication from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. How families can take advantage of the new rules. If you're ready to benefit from the updated Super Visa health insurance rules, here's how to get started. 1. Research approved providers. Check the Office of the Superintendent of Financial Institutions website for a list of authorized international insurers. 2. Compare options. Evaluate multiple policies to find the best coverage and price. Be sure to review coverage limits, exclusions, and renewal terms. 3. Consult immigration experts. Seek advice from licensed immigration consultants or lawyers if you need help navigating the process. 4. Prepare thoroughly. Include all required documents in your application, including proof of insurance, to avoid delays. Voices of the community. Real stories of impact. The new rules are already making waves among immigrant families across Canada. In addition to individual stories, community organizations are seeing the broader benefits of these changes. Advocacy groups that assist immigrant families are reporting a significant decrease in financial stress among applicants. These organizations note that families now have more confidence in applying for the super visa, knowing they have flexible and affordable insurance options. This shift is fostering a sense of hope and stability for families who have been separated for years, while also empowering communities to support their members in navigating the updated program. Take the story of Priya, a permanent resident in Toronto whose parents were previously unable to afford Canadian health insurance policies for their super visa application. With this policy change, Priya was able to secure coverage from a trusted insurer in India for half the cost, allowing her parents to visit Canada for the first time in 5 years. Similarly, Ahmed, a Canadian citizen from Calgary, shared how this change made it possible for his grandparents to apply for a super visa without exhausting the family's savings. These stories highlight the tangible impact of this policy shift on families and communities across the country. What's next for Canada's immigration policies? This update is part of a broader effort to make Canada's immigration system more inclusive and accessible. Similar reforms, such as changes to the provincial nominee program and adjustments to pathways for international students, reflect a forward-thinking approach to addressing the needs of a diverse population. Policymakers will need to monitor these updates closely, ensuring they achieve their goals while addressing any challenges that arise. For now, the updated Super Visa health insurance rules mark a significant win for families and communities. As we've seen, these new rules are a major step toward making family reunification more affordable and accessible. Families now have more choices, lower costs, and a clearer path to bringing their loved ones closer. If you're planning to apply for a super visa, take full advantage of these changes by researching approved providers, comparing policies, and preparing your documents carefully. Thank you for watching Canada Chronicles. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your experiences with the Super Visa program. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates. Stay informed, stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next video.